Hi, it's Mia and welcome back to another Real Diary Academy Masterclass video. Today I'll be walking you through Site Diary Shift Scoring System that can help you to optimise the delivery of your infrastructure projects. I'll teach you how to use this feature to identify areas for improvement and implement small yet effective changes every single day, following the renowned theory of marginal gains. In fact, many of our existing users have found using this approach allows for continuous progress, resulting in significant improvements in project efficiency and successes. Scoring and ranking shifts, as well as measuring shift performance, provides opportunity to determine the areas in your project that might not be reaching their full potential. This is really hard to achieve if you're just relying on paper records or spreadsheets, so we've made it super simple and easy. Whether a shift has access, production, or delivery issues, we can identify these quickly and make small incremental improvements in these areas with a clear vision to enhance the productivity of an entire infrastructure project. Right, let's see how you can effectively measure shift performance using Site Diary. Well, we have three simple yet very effective measures for every single shift. Each shift record we calculate a score for productivity, access, and as a byproduct for the first two, efficiency. Let's begin by taking a look at how productivity is calculated. Well, each site diary contains three key elements: what we say we're going to do, the plan works, and what we actually did. And most importantly, why were these different? So, if we achieve everything we said we would, then that would give us a shift score of 100. Great job. Not achieving the planned works would result in a score of less than 100, so maybe not so good. Overachieving would result in a score of over 100, but capped at 150, to rule out any wildcards. We would suggest aiming for a score between 100 and 150 for all shifts. So, that's productivity score covered. Right, let's move on to the access score. Well, it's planned and actual again, but this time it's looking at the working time. So, regardless of access type, whether this be possession or a non-possession, we can still measure it. Again, if we got all the access that we planned, then that would be a score of 100. Less access would be a score of less than 100, and more than would be over. You get the idea, really simple metrics, but essential to understanding how we perform on every single shift. The shift efficiency score is a combination of both the shift productivity score and the shift access score, and is calculated as follows. So, divide the productivity score by the shift access score, then we're going to multiply this by 100. Again, 100 is good, and less than 100 is not so good. Let's take a look at some work that we collated for Network Rail Possession back in 2021, and see how we can use this information to make effective decisions about our project. Now you can see that there are almost 84,000 shifts, so lots of data to get stuck into. Each dot is a shift record, complete with a story, a cost, and more importantly, a score. Now on the face of it, this doesn't look too bad. We have just over 43,000 shifts that are in the top right, which I call efficient delivery. However, that does mean that there are another 40,000 shifts where we can improve. In terms of access, we can almost be 25% better, as our current average access score is 75.12. But what does this actually mean? Well, in terms of an absolute number, that's over 35,000 shifts where we could have actually achieved more than we did. Now, when you consider that the average shift record costs around £10,000, then that's a huge potential upside to your project and the industry as a whole. Although access has a huge effect, we can also look at productivity in the bottom right. Now, 5,000 shifts had production issues, despite having the access that they needed. Another crucial aspect when it comes to optimising shift performance. Let's look how this would work on your project. You can view shift scores in shift reports, summary reports, and even on daily email notifications, so super accessible to all. But I prefer to look at this through the key insights section. So each one of these dots represents a shift record, with labour, plant materials, and all the essential data from your teams out on site. So this scoring can be used in two ways: to identify individual issues. So if we click into this particular dot, we can see where the issues are occurring. Clicking through to this shift report, I can see that we've had a few issues. Production has not been what we expected, and as you can see from this example, we've had a few issues with the weather. So, of course we can look into individual issues on a shift-by-shift basis. That's where our construction teams can quickly implement fixes. But sometimes it's equally as valuable to take that step back and look at the bigger picture. Because when we constantly track, measure and categorise each shift record, we can start to see themes and understand how whole issues can implement productivity and delivery on site. Digging further into this data, we can start to see that themes behind each delay factor, allowing stakeholders to be informed and take proactive action. Imagine if a late running train was always ruining your project. Wouldn't it be great if you could share this information with the train operating company and you could work collaboratively to find a solution? By identifying these improvement areas and implementing simple yet effective solutions to your projects, you can start to understand how delivery issues on a single shift implement the whole programme and easily perform daily lessons learned to improve how you deliver infrastructure projects at scale. In fact, if we consider the theory of marginal gains, we can make a 37.78% net benefit to your projects across each year, and that's just by making a 1% improvement each day. Measuring performance on each shift and the key components that effectively enhance shift performance is designed to make managing your projects a breeze, ensuring maximum efficiency is achieved across all metrics. So, now you know how to leverage this tool to maximise shift performance. Go and check out your shift performance section in the Rail Diary Key Insights. Now, if you don't have these key insights and want to start improving project delivery, get in touch with the Rail Diary team today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this video was of value to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!